What up guys, so Hui here. This is the first episode. So today I'll be talking about how to raise your first round of financing and what I learned from raising my first round of financing from my company, from my startup that was over $300,000 and what I learned from that and what I can provide to you to make you lose less time and for you to learn the lessons from the process that I went through and really to provide some value to some folks there, some guys that are creating their own startups, they're running their own businesses, that are getting straight out of college and thinking about how to run a startup, what to do, what not best, to talk with a guy that just did it. And I'll try to explain the most valuable things and what I believe are the three crucial things to successfully raise a round of funding. So let's get to the first one. The first thing that I truly believe is the most relevant is loving the business. You need to love what you're doing relentlessly. You need to love so much what you're doing that's better to run your company than to go watch Netflix. And it seems pretty basic, but I'm talking about the moments that things are not going well. That you had that bug, you had that problem, the software is not running, the client, the market fit is not happening. I mean, you'll pivot. From my knowledge, I pivot over 2 times for this project. We already are doing sub-projects, sub-modules to fit the market, and you need to learn that. That's one of the key reasons why people are so important in the startup. Because you need to be able, and this is a very thin line, because you need to be able, and not saying myself that I'm doing that right, I'm in the learning process, but you need to be able to really go forward while understanding that you might be taking a wrong step ahead. And that happens, you need to live with that, and it's just a matter of probabilities, your understanding of the market, how the market is ready, how your product is, if it's good, if it's bad, what it is solving, and I believe those are the most relevant things. And for this, you need to love what you're doing, because our decisions happen, they will happen, you cannot hide from them, and failures will happen, you cannot hide from them, all these things you cannot hide. And you take decisions, you can fail, it's normal to fail, it's good to learn. If you fail one time, 10 will happen again. You have 2 decisions. Either you give up or you go ahead and you understand that there is 10 more. So go ahead, learn that there's 10 more and you'll get once right. And you just need to get once right. In terms of business, in terms of life, once you get it right, everyone thinks it's a night success, an overnight success. Overnight successes take 20 years, and that's the fact. So, getting started by this is the first thing that I believe, love what you're doing. Follow your efforts, even Mark Cuban says that, I believe on that. Your efforts are the most relevant thing you should do in terms of just analyzing data. So, look behind, look 5 years ago, what are you doing? Just as a millennial. Myself, 5 years ago, I was doing music production. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was in the university, I was in the college doing hard work. Like my friends went to the bars, went to nightclubs, and I was in the university, I was in college doing works like object-oriented programming, distributed systems, UI, UX. Like I was loving that. I was loving doing projects for my college. I love college. I would never get out of college, but then I dropped out. Because I understood, oh, there is money out there, that you need to provide something to the market that has real value. I understood I'm doing nothing here. I have the knowledge, the basis knowledge for programming for my first 3 years. I'm gonna leave, I'm learning more and more, and one day I believe I'll get the knowledge to create products. And that took me 6 months, just getting home. I left college 1.5 years ago, I got home. I did a lot of research on, I wanted to create, this is my goal, I want to create Twitter. So I started from the beginning, what do I need to know? I read a lot of books already, etc. This is a thing for other video, for other topic. The second point is have an art skill. And have an art skill that is valuable for the business. If you love doing cakes and if you love cooking cakes, that's amazing, but that does nothing for the startup where I need 10 coders. So if you love cakes, if you love doing cakes, you better do something around cakes. If you have a coffee that makes the best ham sandwich on the world, just turn that coffee into ham sandwich. Understand what you're good at, understand DNA, understand that, and just go forward. I was not a good football player. My dad took me out of the football courts. I was so bad that I was just like grabbing people and letting the ball pass. I was so heavy. Getting to the point of having an art skill. Art skills are software developing, knowing how to cook, sales, marketing, understanding human behavior, understanding consumer patterns, understanding I mean, everything, like from biochemistry to software development to like music production, video editing, everything. Like the more you know, the more tools you have for life. I'm not the best at anything, but I know to do a lot of stuff. Like I started now doing video editing. I want to learn more. I love like everything that is around product creation, so I want to learn how to edit. So have an art skill and use that, because if you use an art skill for a project and if you're good at, man, that's fully underpriced for the project. Have an art skill and know how to use it in a project so you can leverage that to be underpriced. The third thing I would say is have the right people. No one created nothing alone. Mark Zuckerberg did not create Facebook alone. And from the people you need, it's a matter of understanding art skills. Some people are better at sales, some people are better at coding, other stuff. I mean, you need to understand what you're good at, what your partners are good at, and trust them. If you trust someone, you get less time spent on micromanaging them. And this is valuable because the more time you have, the more you can use it properly. And if you use time properly, you can get a good ROI. I mean, it's a matter of math and like causal effect, cause effect. So the people you're around it, and I'm really fortunate to meet the people that I know and so are able to learn from them. It's also about mentorship. Mentorship is really undervalued, like today. People need to learn from people. If you're just learning from your own errors, I mean, I'm really sorry for you because you lose over time. You lose for everyone. You don't need to be hit by a bus to understand that hurts. Being prudent about life is also truly relevant. So choose your right partners, understand and trust them, and people like live. It's not about like, it's not the first guy that you'll find that is the right guy. I mean, you need to shake trees. The founder of Dropbox, once he entered Y Combinator, and he told this publicly, he found one guy in San Francisco by not shaking trees, obviously. It was like, I mean, do you like running startups? I mean, do you like right people saves you a lot of time, personally, financially, everything. From your girlfriend to your business partner, find amazing people. Search until you find the right individual. From this part, I would say these are the 3 base criteria from me that I think and I learned from on how to create your own framework to run things properly and to create a good project. People leaving, co-founders entering, and you need to let it go. As the music says, let it go. I'll not sing that. You can make sure of that. I'll not sing. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys got a lot of value with this. I really think this is valuable also for me. And if you guys have the time and would love to see that, subscribing would mean a lot to me. Just send me a message on Instagram, send me a message on YouTube. I mean, it would mean the world because I have like 0 subscribers right now. So if I reach 10 from this video, that would be amazing. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you want to see more, please be here for the next one. Thank you.